The next speaker will be the Lu Guoming. He is the descendants of the Guoming merchants. Yeah, let's welcome Lu Guoming.
Thank you, Bettye. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, my name is Steve Lu Guoming. It's my pleasure to do story sharing with you, and also I would like to share at the very beginning to share my dad's picture too. Yeah, my dad in 1931 he was 15 years old. He has to leave the hometown and to join the army. It's a Dongbei Northeastern Army in Mukden, China, the northeastern part. Yeah, and then when he become 18 or 19, then he joined the Junxiao Academy of the Army. Yeah, and after that, then he started the war to combat with Japan. So it's a very sad story for my dad that part. But today I would like to share with you a top secret story. It's a very 高规格那个 strategically level story that United States cooperated with China in that years. It's started with 1943. The January 1943, there is a conference called Casablanca Conference in Morocco. So President Roosevelt and Churchill of British government in that meeting, and then a China-based bombing plan to Japan, the inland was first brought up, and so after that in March, there's a president. There's a General Arnold, Henry Hep Arnold. Yeah, he was in charge of the United States Army Air Force, and one of his staff, his name is General Lawrence Cooter. He brought up a detailed plan. So, and after that. In April of that year, 1943, General Arnold, he visited China and to have almost a 1 month trip to do the survey. So for this plan, we call later it was called Matterhorn. Operation Matterhorn is a story. It's an operation to bomb Japan wherever it can be reached from the center, from the southwest of China, then to bomb wherever it can be reached. So then after that, then there's a agreement with at that time. President of Chiang Kai-shek. At that time, people still call him Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek. And in the Cairo conference, President Roosevelt and President Chiang Kai-shek reached an agreement. In 1944, June 1944, B-29. That is the most advanced bomber. It's going to be sent from United States through Africa to then it can be reached to India. It's going to be based in the Calcutta actually, there is a neighbor city called Kragerpur, Kragerpur. Okay, so actually, in China, 4 strategic forward air base is going to be built in a very short time. It's within 6 months. So actually, the Cairo conference is in 1944, November 1944. And so China has to gather all the labor and technical people to build the 4 air base for B-29. And also, it's going to build 5 fighter base to protect these strategic air bases. So, and then in 1944, April 1944, 2 B-29 landed to one of the bases. The 4 bases in Chinese is called Chengdu. Chengdu actually is 4 bases in the neighborhood of Chengdu. One is Xinjin, Guanghan, Chonglai, Pengshan. These 4 very huge air base was built, and also 5 fighter air base. So 2 B-29 landed. That is 2 general. One is Kenneth. It's Kenneth Wolf. Yeah, he's the commander of. Actually, it's called the 20th Air Force, 20航空队. So it's a kind of different from the Flying Tiger. Flying Tiger is a 14 transformed become a 14 Air Force, and this is a 20th. This 20th, the command line is different. This is completely controlled by the joint staff of the United States. Yeah. So actually, it's under the President Roosevelt. Yeah. So after that, then about 12 attack was launched. Yeah. So. But I would like to share with you very quick, very touching story. That is because of all the bombers, they actually China, the air bases in China, Chengdu, is a forward air base. It's so every time the mission start, it's going to be it's about in the range of 100. Every time it's about 100 B-29 bombers. It's huge. Yeah, they are going to land it from Calcutta, land it to Chengdu. Those are 4 air bases. And then what for? They are going to refill and load some airplane. They have a bomb loaded already, but all those, all the bombers needs to be refilled, and then keep going to reach Japan. So the hour is very long. So from Calcutta, it's a 4.5 hours flight to land to Chengdu, and then after landing, that's about 1,200 miles, and then after that they are going to keep going for another 1,600 miles to Japan after the refueling, then come back. So in between, the Japanese fighters, they are going to go up and to fight with to shoot the B-29. So, but the hour is quite long. So one mission is one way. It is 4.5 and 6, so it's a 10 hour and a half, and then another 10 hour and a half. They have to land at Chengdu first, and after refueling, then go back to India. So every time is 21 hours. So one day, okay, two pilots, one is, their name is, one is Wang Songjin, the other one is called Guan Zhenmin. They was informed to go up to protect them. So they belongs to a CACW. It's a Chinese-American combined wing. We call it a 中美混合联队. They are going to protect those B-29 on the way back. Yeah, and so, but that trip, okay, took about 1.5 hours, and then there's no Japanese fighter at that moment. So they landed. But after the breakfast, so very interestingly, when they took up, it's in the morning, it's 4:30. So the day is dark on the ground. So when the airplane, they fly up on the ground, you look down, it's dark, but look up, it's because the sunlight is gradually coming up. So you can see those B-29 on the way past their sky. The air base is called Hanzhong. So let's say the Hanzhong is here. And then there's a Xi'an. Xi'an is here. And then here is a Huayin. Huayin is a small air base. But so after the breakfast, they got an emergency call. There's a 1 B-29 landed to a Huayin air base. That's a very small air base. Across the river is a Japanese occupied territory. So presumably there is going to have a Japanese fighter to bomb them. Okay, so I have to cut, sorry. Next time. All right. So I would like to do a conclusion. It's the whole plan is a very daring, and but it's a contribution I think is huge to the eventually about 8 months later the bomb Japan from Saipan and Guam. So to commemorate this activity, I'm honored to be here. Thank you.